Let's move into the second exercise. This is where we're going to start using active testing. Actually, this is the bulk of our class. Right, this is where we're going to spend the majority of our time. This is multiple sections, right? About a dozen sections, maybe more, right? So we're going to log into the noname platform. The active testing is accessible from within the noname platform. Okay. So we're going to log into the noname platform. We're going to talk a little bit about the user permissions that control the type of access users have with respect to active testing, and then we're going to go inside active testing and we're going to do all the stuff that you see here. Create applications, set up sources, talk about all the pages and the facilities that we have to our disposal, and so on. Okay, scan for vulnerabilities, etc. I'm not going to read every bullet by bullet for you. Okay, so slides are done yet again, and we're going to navigate to our noname platform. So I'm going to open a new tab. Actually, we don't need the jot anymore, so let's open a new tab, and we're going to type https:// and we're going to now use the noname hostname. There is a hostname that is provided to you if you request it for VMs with the noname as a prefix. Okay, so here's the one, and we're going to press enter. Again, we use self-signed certificates when you access the noname platform, so you're going to get this warning. You're going to select advanced. You're going to select proceed right here. Okay. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to navigate. We're going to type the password, of course, the username and the password. We're going to log in. Admin at acme.com is the username, and the password is capital N. Actually, I'm going to type it right here so you see it as well. Capital N, noname1 exclamation. That's your password. Okay. This is your password. I'm going to remove it and I'm going to type it down here. Capital N, noname1 exclamation. Okay, so let's log in. And here you go. Okay, just a quick note. I'm using 3.14.15. This is the LTS, the long-term support version, right? At the time of this writing, maybe at the time you consume, maybe the long-term support is 3.14.16 or 17, or who knows, right? But this version is going to be, it has a year support, right? A full year support, LTS. Okay. And the courses pretty much are written against these long-term support versions. Okay, cool. So the last thing I'd like to talk about is under settings, the gear symbol to the right, and user management. And I like to go under roles, and I like to edit one of these roles, right? In fact, you cannot edit, you can just view them, right? So I'm going to go to the admin, and I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom because it's at this point that we have the corresponding permissions. Admin, read, write, none, and so on. And this pretty much controls the level of access you will have inside active testing. Okay, so keep this in mind. Admin pretty much has access to everything. Read, write, you are able to create items for the applications that are created by your teammates, right? Read, you can only see applications that have been created by your teammates, and none, you don't have access to active testing. That's what it means. Okay. This is going to come back in a few minutes, right? This is going to come back in a few minutes, right? But keep this in mind. You have a set of permissions that control your active testing level of access inside active testing. Okay. All right. With this, we have concluded the very first section. Short and sweet, right? Short and sweet.